Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today is November 27th, 2023. Time is 2:21 Eastern Standard Time, and we are currently in the trading in the New York session. It's Monday, and I'm going to be going over what I'm going to be looking out for the rest of the week. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, some of you may or may not know me. If you do, thanks for watching. If you don't, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Solemn Trades. And yeah, let's go ahead and start off with BTC. So currently, actually, we're going to head back over to Twitter really quick and talk about these from, I believe they were last week or almost a week and a half ago now. ETH, I'm still looking for us to trade 2200, but in the short term, I think we'll pull back. BTC, we've gone ahead and cleaned the high now after our previous longs here. This was a pretty grueling trade. Came running around back and forth, but now that we've ran the high, I'm currently kind of watching for let's actually turn on the TPO because it'll make a little bit more sense with what I'm explaining here. So as you can see, we currently have an NPOC here. Haven't really tapped into. So there's today's initial balance. So I'll be looking for us to put in a decent excess here. Maybe not to the extent of this, but this low is still a little bit poor. If we don't even put in a good excess, I'd be more keen even to just make sure actually my settings are right. Yeah, that's good enough for BTC. Yeah, if we come up and then do this, or something to the effect of this is the main thing I'll be looking for. I'll be looking for shorts like all the way to clean these lows for us to be over, but we currently have these two poor highs resting on the profile here, and I'm fairly confident that we are going to come back to at least clean these. I really might need to mess with the tick on this. I haven't found something that I'm super confident in with this sort of TPO, especially with volatility and stuff recently dying down a bit. But this is currently what I'm watching for on BTC. See some sort of breakdown like this, and really waiting for these highs to get cleaned, and paying attention to this NPOC we have here. Let's also go ahead now and turn price on. We'll time price candles. Let's switch this on over to the 3-month, and you can currently see that we are resting on the quarterly VWAP here. This is kind of why I'm paying attention to see if our lows start holding here, which they're looking. This is looking okay. I'd like to see another little bit. If we start to grind up a little bit more, I'll just take a scalp to knock these highs, like I'm saying, and then into the POC. Should be really good in validation. Weekly, it's also previous week's value, so it's lining up quite well with that. We got, weekly and quarterly overlapping here, and on the monthly we've started to accept back in, but I'm not too concerned with this because I think the quarterly and the weekly are gonna give this another little squirt before we start to get acceptance back into here, and that'll be good confluence as well. after this, if we get a sweep of these highs and we start to break back in, it'll play out for a really good short. A good opportunity for a short, I should say. So let's head on over to ETH really quick. And it's actually probably easier if I just go about it this way. As you can see, ETH's kind of already breaking down and heading back towards my magic blue box here that I was looking towards. This actually shouldn't be blue anymore. This one is this area is more so where I'm looking along now. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, looking for maybe this bleed to stop and catch some longs here on something to this effect. This would be target 1, and then target 2 would be 2200. I think if we accept back into the range, it's very likely that we just traverse the rest of this and blow through it. If we don't hold here, personally to me, I think we just get an overall lower breakdown. Oops. Lower breakdown and start to clear some of these poor lows and other things like that, and develop something kind of new before we maybe make a run back to here later on in the year. Well, into the next year. It'll be 2024 likely by then, before something like that comes to fruition. So just to quickly go over a few other events that are coming this week, actually. Shout out to Bread and Butter for organizing some of these, most of these actually. I have a spreadsheet that has something a lot similar, but it's more in depth, and also some of that I don't want to talk about on here. But if you guys aren't following Bread and Butter on Twitter or in the Telegram or something like that, it's run by ArtXBT, really good narrative trader as well. I strongly suggest doing this. This guy comprises so much information completely for free in a very linear pattern, and the information is like good. It's not just the event itself, it's things to get a little bit of a better understanding. So when you delve in to do a little bit deeper research, it's much easier to find the information. It's a bit loud. So, yeah, so as of today, we have yield, this is the main one I want to talk about. We have Yield Guild Games unlocks. And these previously have seen some pretty big blow-offs going into the event or right before the event, which I feel like I really haven't seen. But price is starting to look weak. I believe this itself was actually the previous unlock here, up around here. So I mean, there's a few things you can look for, just pay attention to OI and some of the other things to see if you can catch a ride on the trend here, or if you anticipate for there to be a larger move. But as of today, we have for Quantum mainnet upgrade, Looks open migration to a new contract. Yield Guild Games have the 5.8% of circulating supply unlocked. Flux might have an announcement later on in the week. EOS has a new consensus mechanism launch. Illuvium with beta 3 launching. ICX Icon game launches on base. For Wednesday, we have Link staking priority migration. This is another one that might be really worth paying attention to because there's some a larger event coming later. IOTA co-founder hints at some news. Thursday we have the XRP settlement rumored to be announced. Optimism, 2% of the unlock will be 2% of the supply will be unlocked on Thursday. BTC, we have the COP28 UN Climate Summit. That's more of an event, and it'll run from the 30th November to December 12th. Friday, Ergo launched a proposal for token denomination. And people are expecting the GTA 6 trailer to be revealed. So I actually think this is one that might be kind of big even for crypto. Not because I'm anticipating GTA to have crypto and stuff like that. However, we still might just see scam pumps across the board on some of these GameFi stuff because it's kind of been in the rotation. We've seen some squirts from stuff. I just got out of Axie recently because there was a convention for some of the games. Yeah, YGG had one. But a winner in the FTX could be picked in December for FTT, which could really be big. Actually, I think this is a trade a lot of people aren't really paying that much attention to. I bought a good bit back here before it pumped because it was they just kept saying it in court documents that people were going to be they were anticipating a restart, and I made a pretty good sum even though I lost a lot of money in FTX, almost all of it, and I still think we might just get some scam retrace here, which is perfectly fine with me. Because when it restarts, I kind of expect us to range, but we should revisit this high area. And if I can just get back in around $2 or $1.50 or something to the effect of that, I would be very happy. TVK virtual rebrand to Vanry will begin trading on Binance on December 1st. So pay attention to the Nance coins. These things usually when they get listings tend to just get absolutely nuked. They have maybe a blowout for a couple days at best, and then they can go down a good bit, especially Launchpad coins. 1 inch, 6.5% of the total supply unlocked. I made a post about this on Twitter last night, and this is kind of what I'm looking for now. You can see it's still pretty much ongoing from what I was saying before. Price is just continually grinding down while participants continue to short, and spot is starting to up their buying a bit now as perps continue to short. So I think we still might get a blowout going into the event, as we typically topped either now going into the short from a historical perspective, going into the unlock, sorry, relative to when it actually is. So we either top now, like we've already topped likely, or that there's going to be a blowout, and I'm anticipating a bit of a blowout going into the event itself, or like a day after or something like that, pretty close to it, and then I will look for shorts. But if I start seeing some really big disparities on perp shorts, like really big divs, I would look to hop into a position. Then couple coins also that I think are doing that are worth paying attention to. Solana's kind of chilling here at the range low. I'm not too keen to blindly long this yet because I think we can get another break of this down into maybe something back up into the mid-range to the effect of that. And another coin to pay attention to when Solana is strong, AVAX is also strong, and it is coincidentally at the range low. So I know I've seen a few people looking at this. Like, I know Wreck Proof was looking at this. I had another friend of mine that was looking at this. Yeah, but I'm not too keen on jumping into this yet without some form of further confirmation with strength, either with soul or something else to that effect. We're gonna close this on out here with ETH BTC. Still pretty much trading in this massive 3-day range, as you can see here. I'd really like for us to not be closing 3-day candles like this, because we really might see a big flush on this back to, you know, this is a pretty good support level, as you can see here. You know, previous resistance, lots of compression here. Now that we flipped it, obviously you'd like to see it act as support. Let's stretch this a bit like this. Looks a bit better. Yeah. And from here, it's kind of looking like we can break down and run this. But we also might just, you know, run the low and run it back. But I'm really not too keen to start pushing the pedal back in. I've got a few silly things running, like Vertex right now. I've got some spot and a few other older spot positions that I don't care to add to if they come down. This is a DEX that's got some good volumes with comparative to DYDX, so that's kind of why we've been got a position in it. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what I'm mainly watching for the week here. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close it out on that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any questions, feel free to DM me, and I will see you all next week. Good luck, have fun, Ledges.